Good morning. I want to do a quick video and show you some of the nesting bowl sets that we have because I've gotten in some new pieces. I'm on this mission to order a few larger sizes that I don't normally do because over the years I've sort of noticed this trend with Ceramika Artystyczna where they are discontinuing the largest pieces in their catalog. They've been doing it for a couple of years. And some of the most spectacular pieces are no longer available, and that includes some of the largest bowls. So I wanted to show you what is available and what is both on our website, and any shape can be ordered that I'm going to show you except for one, and I will get into that. But I want to show you how the nesting bowls of the past were versus the nesting bowls of today. Now the one set I don't have are the kitchen bowls. So the kitchen bowls are just the large round bowls, and there's like 5 of them to the set. They're the original, they're still in production, except for the largest of them, of course. And they're just a regular round everyday bowl. My favorite ones at the moment are these. I think these are the workhorse of the kitchen. At least they are in mine. So you can use these with a mixer, hand mixer. You can use it, some of the stand mixers, the bowls will work. You've got to have the right size bowl. You need this larger one. But that's up to you if you feel safe doing that. But you can also bake in them. So here's the one that I have had a lot of. I talk about it all the time. I've posted about it many times. This is 211, catalog number 211. And it's a great shape. I think it's like 8 inches wide, or 8.5, something like that. 8 inches. And I bake scallop potatoes in it. So, and I also use it for other things when I have company or whatever and we're serving stuff. So it works well for both. You can cook in any of them, but this one I used just the other day. I had a whole chicken that was marinating in buttermilk for a day. So it went into a bag and then it went down into this, and this sat in the fridge. But I didn't have to have it in a bag. You could have put it in there. That's just how I do it. This is a new shape that we've gotten in. It's an old shape in the catalog, but it's new that I haven't really carried it. This is 214. And it's the mid-size. There is another size in between these two, but that one doesn't stack with them like this one does. So these two, this is the new one. I've got a bunch of patterns that have come in that. Fits perfectly down in there. And then if you have this larger one, it fits down in there really well, and so it saves room in your cabinet. And these are the 3 that I use all the time. I actually have, so I have 2 patterns of this on the website. I have this one, I have this one, both a little bit older patterns, 1899 and 1955. And but I like these patterns, so I always tend to carry a few things in them. But I have both of those. And I'm going to show you just for fun the 2 that are sitting on my shelf in the kitchen. This one is a discontinued pattern, and it's 417 by Maria Starzyk. The pattern morphed over the years, like all of the ones that I love do. So it doesn't look like this anymore, but the pansies in this, the old version like this, they're done very soft and pastel, and there was nothing like it at the time. Absolutely nothing like it at the time. And so that's it. And then this is the other one of mine, 408. A lot of you will recognize that. Again, another pattern that sort of morphed over time and looked different. But I love these 2. And I have a 3rd one in the kitchen. It's a 392 by Polka. It's tulips. It's all blue and green, but it's a tulip pattern. And that was one of my first loves. So I have that one in the kitchen as well. But that shape can be ordered in any pattern. So if you have a favorite pattern, we can order it, no problem. So the next one that I want to show you is this one. This is aside from the kitchen bowl one that I showed you that I don't have an example of, these are the next biggest nesting bowls, I believe. So I have a bunch of this size here. These are super cute. This is a new one that I just got in with all the little mischievous kitties around the edge. Then you've got this one. This is the only pattern I have left in the store, but I have more coming. So there's that one. These aren't necessarily ones that you're not going to put it with a mixer. I wouldn't use a hand mixer with them either, just because of the angle and the slope of the sides. So they have a different function in my opinion. And then this is the largest that they make of them, okay? I think this is 12¼ inches wide, something like that. I have this one online, and of course we can order it in any pattern, but this is the largest of the set. Now, what I'm going to show you, I only have one left. is there used to be a larger piece with that came with the set that, of course, is discontinued. Oh, but it's a beauty. So this is 694. 694 is no longer available, and this is 14¼ inches wide by 6¼ deep. This is pattern 158. It's not an extraordinarily rare pattern. This is done very well. It's an older pattern. It's been around a long time. It's a classic, and it goes pretty much with everything. But this is an example of one of those really big pieces that's no longer available. And it's too bad because they all nest so beautiful. That would be the set if they were all 4, but it is not. So this is the kind of set that you could have gotten back in the day. And the old kitchen bowl sets too that I was telling you about, they also had a giant bowl version that has been discontinued. So even though they have a large one now, the largest is no longer available. So I'm going to show you 3 examples of nesting bowls that they have now and how different the size is in comparison, okay? And they have different functions. So let's start with this one. I like this one. This one doesn't nest as well as I would like. This center one sits a little bit lower. This one sits a little bit higher. So as you can see, even though they'll go in the pantry well, they're not exactly flat. So it's not like you can put them in there and then put something on top really easy. If you just had these 2, you could, but these are flat bottom bowls. And so these are absolutely great for baking as well. And I've done a lot of baking in this one of mine, which is the largest, F32. And so I bake in my version of this all the time. I like it. I like the flat bottom. I like when I have company, I'll do salad. And the reason I like salad in here is because if you do salad in a bowl like this, that tapers, all of when you dress the salad or anything small, all of it, they're all going to go to the bottom. And the people who grab from the top, unless they're really digging down in there, they're not going to be able to get all the good stuff. That doesn't happen so much with these because it's a flat bottom. Everything stays a little bit nicer. And when people are getting salad, it's easier to see all the components and get an even amount of everything, which is important to me. So there's that set. Has very different kind of function than like the mixing set, okay? Then there's the E98 series. These flush very well. So these, you can put these in a cabinet, then you can put something on top, and if you need it stacked to save space. So this has 4 sets. I actually use this larger one in my kitchen all the time. All the time. But this is the largest in the set. Just like I showed you the largest. Very different comparison when you're talking about these new nesting sets. So this is the largest. And in this one, I have the 408 series. So we've got smaller versions of each one, but they all fit very well. All the way down to like a little ice cream bowl or, you know, fruit. Oh my God, it's just the cutest little thing. I can totally see doing yogurt and granola in the morning with it. Beautiful. So that's that set. It's the E98 set. And yes, we do have those online and I can order. And the other one I wanted to show you is also a newer one. Well, not really newer. This is a 900 series. But it's not, it has limitations. All of these can be used in the oven, microwave, dishwasher, you can put it in the freezer. They all have the same limitations as far as that goes. When I say limitation, I mean, this is not something you're going to use a hand mixer in because of the sides, they're fluted. So it's not really great with a hand mixer. It's not really great if you're whisking something. To me, you can definitely bake in it. So you can, if you wanted to bake a nice cake, you could. However, whenever you're baking in something that has fluted edges, it's very difficult. You got to consider how you're going to get a piece out without it looking funny. If you were doing like bread pudding where you kind of scoop it, okay. But if you've got a really nice kind of cake and you want to make a slice, it's not super easy to get out of when you've got these fluted edges. So I tend to use these more for serving than anything else, but they're beautiful to look at, especially with these scalloped edges. So I did, again, the 408s because I've got all 4 of those. But this is the largest size. So that's as big as you're going to get in this series. So very different nesting bowls. These nest very well, again, very flat and flush. I like that they did that and they were thoughtful of that. I don't know why they weren't a little more thoughtful in this particular series, but you know, it is what it is. They're still really great and they serve a purpose. But 3 different kinds of nesting bowls. The largest Oh, I can't believe they've gotten rid of these really big pieces. Let me show you really quick while we're here. The 214s, which are the new ones that have gone up and are going up on the website today. I've got a bunch of different patterns that you all will recognize. 5176, beautiful. 1403 by Virginia Ceramika. She's one of my favorites. Very whimsical. This one's cats and moons and, you know, hearts and stars. And she does less with florals and more with just fun, almost childlike themes. Love it, love it, love it. And this one, I only got one in this one, I think, even though I ordered more. I will eventually get more. This is 5048. All of the 5048s I got in this shipment have been really well done, really well painted. The blue is bright. It's got some dark and light shades. The butterfly is crisp, and the yellow is perfect. So this is on the website. I also have 4830, which is the white chickadees, and some traditional patterns, 4 or 5 traditional patterns. But these are the ones I think if I had to advise anybody that wanted a workhorse in the kitchen, the 214s, the 211s, and I think it is 213. I wrote it down. It's 12. Yeah, it's 213. So this larger one is the 213. Those are the 3 that if you had to get any for your kitchen and you wanted them to be the workhorse, that you wanted them to be super functional, that's the set to get. Whereas the others are great, but these are the ones that you're going to pull every single day when you're cooking your ingredients, you're mixing, you're baking. That's what I do. I use these all the time, and I also use my large handled batter bowl, which I'm going to show in the next video. So, yeah. So those are the bowls that I would recommend. They're fabulous.